Oh shit, this is the right upgrade I'm looking for. Should I mute my mic? Alright, I'm gonna mute my mic.
Pick up and kill it and kill it and kill it. Pick up for show. Pick up for show. All I know is Bo no. Yo, you kicked the shit out of him last night, bro. Bo took over in that third and fourth quarter, my boy. What was that the difference of the game? How Bo nose got loose?
Yeah, he got like that. He got like got loose. I like that loop. Got some spot out there. Even though the score like that, like he really wasn't. He scored like that last game. It was close. So I was in control. Like I feel like I was good. I like about one having some success from off. As long as you got a fast running, like he won't break it too easy. Got D, kind of like shut D out for real. He can still score. You guys still worry about Kyler Murray. I don't even know how he scored as many points as he did.
It was a lot of big time games last night, but your running back, I mean, honestly, obviously, he wasn't the #1 graded running back coming out, but I thought, for me personally, I thought he was the best running back in the draft. It's a rare feat to get somebody 235 pounds. I mean, exactly, Bo knows. I really would like to see the LaDainian Tomlinson situation on that. Or who else was over there? Who was another coach good running back? Edgerrin fucking James. Oh my God, Edgerrin James. It's a great name for him, man. It's a great name for him. We had some big games though. Steelers and the Saints played. Saints is on a nice little losing streak going on over here right now. I think it's tough, man. Like I said, he's playing a lot of the AFC teams right now. He has the AFC tour he has to go through. 24-45 in that game. Steelers beat the Saints. Big Gator. We've got to get better. This was a game we should have won today, man, but they didn't win it. They not going through an identity crisis over there. I think it comes down to the schedule and playing a bunch of people for the first time. Not having an idea what these guys like to do is kind of getting hard. I don't like giving out moral victories and all that though, but we gotta keep shouting out the Panthers, man. It seems like they getting better. That young quarterback over there making plays, man. He's doing some things over there. That defense is swollen over there. They over there playing. And then with that being said, they got rid of Kuechly over there, and it seemed like they didn't lose a beat. They are loaded up front seven too, and they got a good secondary. So they keep building, hopefully turn them things into wins. I mean, he's fighting for the division right now. While the Bucks and the Saints are struggling, you got the Falcons and the Panthers trying to turn around and make this a good division again. So like what's going on over there. All right, so a 61-17 all-time performance by Johnson II. This guy scored 5 touchdowns in the game where we had 2 of the best big receivers in the league on the field at the same time. And I guess the young Johnson right there, you can see it on the screen, with the one-hand snag, stiff arm, and then took it to the crib. As you can see the plays taking place. One of the best catches of the year, to be honest with you. Probably the best catch of the year so far. As you can see, take a look at it, man. Just is a nasty play. But is he absolutely writing his name in this concrete as the best receiver in the league? I know Boone has something to say about this, so did I, but again, is this the best receiver we're looking at right now in our league? Did he take the torch? Did he make Sheldon Ward pass the torch here?
Hard to say halfway through the season. We can say he might have the best. He might have the best tools or abilities, physical traits, maybe. But he's definitely making a case, making a name for himself.
I mean, he had a hell of a rookie year, bro. Scored a lot of touchdowns. I think he threw down at 30 touchdowns. I still don't think that first rookie season he had was better than what we saw Sheldon do, because it was we didn't see nothing like we never seen nothing like that before. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy scored a touchdown every other catch. Yeah, from a rookie, a touchdown every other catch, and it wasn't like he didn't score a lot of touchdowns. He was in 20s, and he had half the catches and shitload of yards. And if he didn't catch the ball, it was because he got pass interference. Like that was unheard of. Yeah. Paris Campbell stepped up. It was a. And I guess you could put his name in the top small receivers in the league when it comes down to those 6 foot on down receivers. He could be noticed in that category too. But I still
last night, Calvin definitely in the world of his own.
that shit was trifling, man. I mean, the Jaguars was in a looked like it was a dogfight. It was always a 12-point lead. Tyreek Hill went off a little bit in this game. But the Jaguars forced 5 turnovers in this game. 110-yard interception return by Martin Johnson, the backup safety, took it to the crib. Browns impact off the charts here. So right as we see one receiver catches 5 touchdowns, then we have the guy comes over and make a case to say his guy is the best little receiver in the league. That went from best little receiver in the league to best receiver in the league, because Brown went all 500 and something yards receiving, 5 touchdowns. I mean, the Browns corners was locked up and pressed on one of the fastest guys in the league all game long. It was just like pitch and catch. Once the block set up, it was a wrap. You can't catch him, can't jam him, can't do anything. He ain't have to work. I think he scored those 5 touchdowns and had almost half of 1,000 yards in one game without breaking a sweat, bro. I mean, what do you say? I mean, what, you know, like was Knox over here labbing, working on defenses in the middle of a game, or is this something that he does when he played Lamar Jackson, like everybody try to do, which is blitz the shit out of him? I watched this game, bro. Like I said, it looked like he was living or dying. Like, I'm gonna get to your quarterback, you ain't running him, and the blitz got picked up, and this guy just was up and down the field every other play, catch, touchdown. Simple as that. And Lamar threw from the pocket that game, so he wasn't a runner at all. He kind of sat in the pocket and played football. Are we looking at a different Ravens offense right now? It's getting really explosive with those three-headed monsters in the backfield. You got 3 dogs in the backfield. And then that defense with Shaq Tatum and them, Ed Reed and them running around back there going crazy right now. I didn't get to see this game, but Tata dropped another game that we would expect him to win. 29-25 game ball. The Eagles defense could never get a handle on Elliott, who racked up 125 yards on the ground to propel the Vikings to a victory. Big time win by the Vikings. 50-0, man. A young boy came in the league, had a 4-0 start, and then got aired. I mean, is Jungle the best player in the league right now? I mean, we got to fit him in that conversation. Anything left over there?
No, he's not. Best player in the NFC.
Best player in the NFC. Steelers take on the Ravens. I heard the first gun pit will show and see anything. We haven't had any trades going on, man. Is the league slowing down on trades right now? I haven't heard a blockbuster all year.
It's time to build a team now. Christmas over.
Alright, so today's episode 9, season 3 of the show, man. One of the best podcast shows around for any league around right now. We're going to be talking about the best offensive duos in the league. Alright, that duo can be anything. It can be a receiver, running back. It can be the tight end. It can be 2 linemen. It can be quarterback. I mean, most likely a quarterback, running back, quarterback, receiver. You know what I mean? We just want to know two players together who make things happen all game long, man. Like when you step on the field and play these guys, you know they got 2 players that you got to worry about all game long. And that's what one of our conversations is going to be. We're also going to talk about the AFC West and the state of mind of that, and where these guys are as far as the draft they had and where their team is as of right now. That's another conversation we're going to have. All right, and then we're going to talk about this push for the playoffs, because the AFC North is sick right now. You got 3 undefeated teams and a team that won a division and went to the Super Bowl last year with 4 losses right now. It's just playoff hopes on the line right now. Or again, can my boy Knox come out of this situation and show us the money right now? Pretty much shut the fuck up. That's what he wants to say to us all. We shall see, man. But I don't know how this is gonna go. Mom Dukes, what up, lady?
Hey, I need you to go me the air it's the problem because this kid
Where you at?
I'm on way home.
All right, I could do that. I could do that. Just call. I could do that. Just call me when you out front. You might gotta come in.
Alright.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So you might gotta park. Come in. All right.
Hey, Boone, I was ready to say you probably stole player of the week for me last week, but she's bad as my boy went off. I still would have had to worry about Calvin too.
So again, I wanted to get into that conversation.
523 yards, 5 TDs. Holy moly.
But if y'all don't know Slick Ass Snake Eyes by now, I was going to talk about that game you had. That was a big game we was going to go to. But he threw it in there. He threw his guy in there once again. We heard Paris Campbell already in this conversation. And now we about to hear Bo Jackson in this conversation. But if y'all don't peep the slickness of my guy, he threw it. He talked about Boone's guy having them yards. How he thought his guy was going to have the player of the day, player of the week this week. So anyway, let's get to that game, man, before we go any further, man. Last week, I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all don't be paying attention to shit, y'all need to pay attention to D West and the Texans and DC Snake and these Colts. When I say this is a heated rival right now, this is a real heated rival game right now where they be ready to fight while they on chat. Like, it just be there. The energy is not on some like we boys or nothing like that right now. Too late, cuz I already hit that shit. Alright, so let's get to that game. So Texans 39-34 with this ball game. The Colts pulled it off. I want to get to some stats right now, man. Kyler Murray isn't looking like he's panning out over here, man. 81.2, 158 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 INT. He was sacked 3 times. Andrew Luck, 114, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. But this game was strictly because of the run game right now. So Bo Jackson had 14 carries for 270 yards, 4 touchdowns. Was this his coming out party?
Yeah.
I mean, can somebody leave me the fuck alone? Jesus Christ. Hello.
Don't let me forget to get you that gift card, that gift.
All right, I got you. I'll see you when you get here. All right, I won't, Ma.
Okay.
All right. All right, yeah, again, was this his coming out party?
He a rookie, still getting used to the NFL life, man. You know, he just had a good game. He hitting the gym. Hitting the gym, hitting the books hard.
Are we gonna see Nyheim Hines still on this team, or it look like he's trade bait right now? You looking to trade this guy?
Nyheim's cool, man. So he's still a top back in the league. So that's somebody come and pay the money. He can stay right here.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with a 1-2 threat. You should have a 1-2 punch off. They say we seeing that around the league. I mean, Paris Campbell, 2 catches, 50 yards, 25 yards a catch right now. No teats. But Terrell Owens did score. I saw that catch. That was a hell of a play. That actually gave you the lead. 2 catches, 18 yards, 1 touchdown. Again, this was a running game for real. Like, we don't need to go no further than Bo Jackson. But I mean, even though we're looking at Bo Jackson, how he did right now, Nyheim Hines chipped in with 4 carries for 33 yards, 8.3 rushing. But I wanted to see what the Texans running back did, because all of Adrian Foster, man, he ain't a bad back to have out here. 20 carries for 159. He had 3 touchdowns in this game too. He did fumble, and Kyler Murray had 2 carries for 33 yards, 16.5 yards to carry. But he got him Arian Foster Jr. This guy is a dog, bro. Like, this is speed that not too many backs in this league possess right now, man. So he get going for real. Like, that's the new get going guy. That's what we call him, get going. As soon as he turned that corner or he gets some space, I mean, he broke 5 tackles on one of them runs and then went 80 on you, which is like, whoa. Like, and then you come right back with Bobo and then do the same thing. Bo knows running people over and keeping it pushing right now though. But why has this game become a rival the way y'all go at each other?
Division game, man. It's a division game.
Come on, bro. That's all it is. Division game. It's a little dislike. Where did the energy come from? The goal line game. Call it the butt ball game. What happened? The bowl game.
Man, hey, you know what he did at this game too? As soon as you kick the ball off to him, he come out the goal line, stands on his own 20. He did it. Go check the tapes again. He did it this game too. Come right out in the goal line situation. So I guess it took a little offense to be saying something about it. Man, super butt ball.
So Booney, man, before we get into the AFC West and these teams over here, man, I don't know if I did the West already, but we're going back to it anyway. I don't think I did it, but my question to you is, man, this is a topic that you wanted to talk about yourself. Best duos, offensive weapons in the league, man. Why is this a topic for you, and you think that it needs to be touched?
Because if you actually go around the league, man, there's really not that many, man. I searched around the league, and I didn't see many. I went to the Texans, and one of these quarterbacks, and they got three touchdowns and like 11 picks. I know we got Kyler Murray over there, but I don't know, man. Out of the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Colts, I think the Steelers, the Jags, not the Jungle, not too many other people who actually put up numbers. You know what I mean? Consistent numbers.
Numbers and winning,
yeah, numbers winning, but like when you line up, like if I go through teams right now, we go to standings right now, right? And I just look at teams on here. Let's just start with the AFC since we AFC guys, and I go to the AFC North. When you think about the Ravens, knowing you have to play the Ravens, who the players you gonna worry about the most right away? Is it two or is it one? Okay, so Lamar and Hollywood, I got it. So when you get over here to the Bengals and you learn about duos over here, who would you be concerned about when you come over here? That's an easy answer for me. Spencer and Mixon, both running backs. Good duo. You know what I'm saying? When you get to the Steelers, who you worrying about?
Quarterback and XX.
Really, is it quarterback and XX, or should we really be talking about this new receiver, Steve Smith II? Ain't never gonna get me to call that guy the name you named him. I promise you that. Steve Smith II and Paul Henne. You sure that ain't the duo?
Oh no, that's tough because I don't really. Yeah, we can say that.
Or because he's a rookie, it's a little too early to say if that's really the duo.
Crown that a little bit.
So we gotta stay with Triple X and Henne, right?
Yeah.
Pour yourself a triple shot of Henny. I like that. When you see
did last night.
When you get to these Browns, is there a duo over here? Is there anybody on offense that you're scared that like you got a game plan for?
Odell, gotta be Odell. You know you got a game plan for Odell. He ain't putting up the numbers right now, but I think you definitely got a game plan for him. And really, who else?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say Odell and Cohen. Like, I'm not even putting the quarterback in the mix. I'm saying Odell and the running back, Tyreek Cohen. All right. So as you slide to the AFC South of it, when you think about the Jags, who you worrying about?
Yeah, I know you worrying about Saquon.
Is there a duo there? Is there a duo, or is it just Saquon?
Man,
that's a good question.
He's got that escape factor.
He'll
put him in that room now.
I don't know.
All right.
Now it's just Saquon. I don't know if you got a duo.
Yeah, so it might not be a duo over here. It might just it's Saquon's offense right now, and I'm cool with that. I agree with y'all too. All right, so when you look at the Colts, is there a duo over here on offense that you're worrying about?
Yeah, it might not be a duo. Definitely worrying about Campbell.
Yeah, I would say Campbell and Nyheim Hines right now. You can't give it to Bo Jackson yet because he's still proving himself. But I think the Texans is all over the fucking place. They don't have a duo whatsoever because his quarterback ain't panning out right now. And then when you get to the Titans, I don't think we see enough of the Titans right now. So we can't sit here and say there's a duo here. So no, you're right. It might not be a lot. Bills duo. I think he just has an offense that he trying to get the pieces together over there. Dolphins. Yeah.
His front seven on defense as a whole.
Patriots. When I play the Patriots, my thought process is that quarterback and that tight end. Yeah, I like that. I like he got Hernandez. He got the murderer's brother, and he got
home run hitting. That's not a home run hitting duo. That's a maybe a chain mover duo.
Nah, that's his threat though. That tight end put up numbers, bro. Like that's his guy. That's his guy over there. Quarterback's best friend over there, tight end. Jets we don't see enough of. Jets do got to win right now. Okay, got his first win in a couple seasons. All right, so the Chiefs, is there a duo over here?
Yeah, definitely a duo, man.
Pat Mahomes and anybody.
Right, Pat Mahomes and anybody. I like that. Pat Mahomes and any fucking body. But yeah, it comes down to Calvin Johnson II and Patrick Mahomes over here.
Really, whoever he decides, he didn't have 3,000. You got 3,000 yard receivers in multiple seasons like this. Pat Mahomes and anybody, to be honest.
All right, so the Broncos. Broncos got duo over here. Locke and Sheldon Ward.
Man, I don't even know you want to cut him, man. His game style, man, I don't like it, man. Just throw him on bang, man. It ain't even calculated. Motherfucker don't even have a step on the cornerback. He just throw it up. And I know he's 6'5", but I don't know. But then again, I don't know, he did have a good season.
So we ain't talking about a duo over here. So what about Tyreek Jackson and Khalil Jackson over here? The Jackson brothers over here.
Who he play for?
He played for the Raiders. I think they're. I mean, he had a top tier receiver in the league, man. Like he's one of the best. I ain't gonna hold you. So, but is there a duo, or is it just that's the threat, the receiver over there?
That's it, man. I don't see no threat, man. When you play the Raiders, dog, hey, be for real. When you play the Raiders, I ain't even scout when I play the Raiders, dog. Like, I just got that picked up and played, bro. So I wasn't worried about nobody that we had on the team.
So you just picked up and kill it and kill it and kill it. The Chargers, to me, is just their running back is their offense over there. All right, so on the NFC side of things, Lions, too, we ain't really got too much going with the Packers. I can't really see it. Vikings or Bears. Nobody talk about Bucks. Buck's still working out his quarterback right now, so we can't call him a duo right now. What about the Falcons? They got a duo here. Julio and a running back, I think.
Running back.
He be still shitting with Julio. Julio was in the top 7, I think, last year in receiving. What about Reef and these Panthers, man? Any duels over here? Just we ain't looking at anybody that we be like, oh shit, we gotta worry about these guys right now.
Oh man.
He had a couple 1,000-yard receivers, just quarterback.
You always got to be a damn Patrick McCaffrey, man. You know what I mean? Like, you have to.
So is it safe to say the quarterback and the quarterback and the running back? I don't think he got a duo over there. I really don't think it's a duo there.
Yeah, I can't really say this is he got a nice quarterback and he just got a system, I say.
Right.
Yeah, system, I say.
So we know the Saints is all about business. We're all about Beckham. Anything else over there scare you, or is that just the running back over there scaring you that you got to prepare for? Not scare you, but more prepare for.
Yeah, about the run game.
Yeah.
Run game.
His receiver, he had a top receiver last year. Dale Anthony, he like some crazy speed.
Oh, they're thinking like 98 speed.
Yeah, he was balling. He was balling over there. So, all right. So you got the receiver and the running back over there. All right.
He's so run heavy that all you really worry about is running back.
Yeah, I don't worry about it going on top.
All right. So these 5-0 Cowboys, is there a duo over there that you worrying about?
Quarterback and a rookie wide receiver, whoever it is.
Oh yeah, but because that changes so much, I think his real duo is the quarterback and Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
He's got to be Nick Chubb.
All right, so when it comes down to the Eagles, and this is crazy because I'm knowing these players without even looking at them, but when it comes down to the Eagles, it is a dual threat here, and that dual threat is the quarterback trainer and the receiver Greg Henderson. Yep. All right, now the Giants, you're gonna have the quarterback Daniel Jones, and Reek in the building. Tyreek Hill over here. What about the Redskins? You see a duo over here at all?
Skip.
NFC West. What about these Seahawks, man? You got Gurley over here right now. Is it Gurley? Yeah, but his duo threat is Gurley and Metcalf. All right, the 49ers duo. Any duos? Nah, I think that's more trying to figure it out. And then these Rams, quarterback and the running back, right? I would say David Bannon and Eric Dickerson. All right. All right, well, the Cardinals don't have a duo whatsoever right now. That's our duos in the league. So out of those top duos right now, Boone, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I think you got the scariest two duos in the league. With Lamar Jackson and motherfucking Hollywood Brown. I think it's 50-50
on it. It's really like a toss-up because, in all honesty, Lamar definitely the biggest, scariest weapon. And it just depends how Boone uses him on any particular day. You know what I mean? He definitely got that dual threat, but same token, just maybe it's the Pat Mahomes being in folks' hands. His offense just explosive, just maybe not just much, you know what I mean, as that Lamar. He got enough a little wiggle. But they almost like a toss-up. It just depends what type of game they get into for real. Mahomes just as dangerous as Lamar Jackson.
I agree with that, man. Because the fault is, you know, that he passing the ball first. You don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. So, you know what I mean?
I done definitely seen Lamar get out some situations even versus me when you know you got about 2-3 people and they look, that nigga 20 yards downfield. Like, what the fuck happened?
Man. Yeah. But again, the reason why I say Boone's two players is because you know for sure that Marmar and Brown is going to be his play. That's it right there. You can get those guys on the wraps. You got a chance to play him. Falk, you never know. Even though Calvin is like, whoa, and Patrick Mahomes, but then he could go there and Hardman to have fucking 300 yards receiving, 4 catch. You know what I'm saying? So,
and he got 2 running backs.
The tight end, Kellen Winslow. Then he still got the other little rookie receiver Sutton. He's developing right now too. That can end up having a better game today. So I think Boone has the duels that you know that if you can pitch some work down with them two, that you can get in a fight with this guy. If not, you might as well look at the score to be like what it was against Knox today. Oh my God, it's a big game, man. All right, so that's our duos right now, man. That's what we're talking about when it come down to duos, yo. When we get back to these divisions over here, AFC West, and we look at it, you got to start with the Chiefs as always. They won the division of the year so far. So the Chiefs, you start over. Again, Patrick Mahomes is a dog. He's growing up, 26 years old, mature, best quarterback in the league by far. Will Falk is starting to step into his own realm. Will this guy be a 1,500-yard back this year? Shoot box, him and joystick. All right, you get over here, you look at the receivers, Calvin Johnson, Hardman, Sutton. As Reek left the building, the replacement came over here at 6'2", 184 pounds. Christian Sutton as a rookie right now, 83 overall, 92 speed, 98 acceleration. I mean, is this a replacement for real? Like, I mean, what is he doing over here? I like this guy. 15 catches already on the year, 286, 3 touchdowns, averaging 47 yards a game, 19 and a half every time he touched the ball. Is this guy makes his offense? The offense look like it's not even. You know what I think he did by him getting rid of Reek, right? Because you brought Calvin Johnson in to be your guy. But you got rid of Reek. So now you ain't got 2 guys fighting to be the guy. You got Calvin Johnson the guy, and you got these 2 guys. I think this makes his offense better.
Yeah.
Having a McCall, Hardman, and a Sutton right now.
But not only that, he still got the tight ends, and he got 2 running backs, so it just makes it not look like spread it out. Really spread it out a little bit. Open his offense up a little bit.
Yeah, he can't open it up, but I think you gotta get these tight ends involved like all the time right now, because I think that's his problem even in the playoffs. And when Hardman went down, Crack kind of like put him in a bad situation. He had no guy that can make that fourth receiver that can make those hard, tough catches, slants, and a couple of drags and over the middle shit and route. They couldn't make it, and he lost downs not being able to throw to somebody like Hardman at that moment. So I think his tight ends become a big part of his offense now for him to be able to make that step in the playoffs to get out of that losing in the playoffs right now. So we should be paying attention to Kellen Winslow and Phillip Morton. I think it's going to be the guy, because I don't think really Sills is just there for blocking and Shaheen there for blocking. Now the line's starting to get a little older now. Nick Tigner is now 94 overall right now, so 99 strength. Jesus Christ. Tim Watt still developing, 83 overall left guard. Center, Mike Pouncey still in the mix. I'm not sure if he's starting, but then you got Jay Williams at 85 overall, and you still got the right tackle Schwartz still there. How y'all feel about this offensive line right now, man? Yeah, I mean, you do got 83 and the 83 and the 85. They still high 80s in me. I feel like this line is solid. If you do see a weakness on his offense, maybe it is here still, and that's a very small here, because the offensive line is pretty good. It's up there in the top echelon of the lines. But on defense, this guy got nothing but better. I mean, you just look at these three defensive ends right now. Simeon Rice Jr., Jerome Brown ain't really seeing the field yet. He's a development project, which can go anywhere in the league and start right now. But that 71 block shed keeping him down. 6'8", 289 pounds out of Miami, bro. And then Chandler Jones is over here on superstar right now, man. So, I don't know, bro. Like, this D-line crazy. Then you over Amani Arrington just bumped up to a superstar. 88 speed, 89 acceleration. This guy already got 93 block shed. This shit's nuts. So 93 block shed already as a rookie. I don't know how that's possible. Like, what the fuck, did I make an error in this draft class? How the hell he get that fast, bro? I don't know if he must have had a high block shed. Like, shit must have been in the high 80s already. Anyway, slide over. You got J.J. Watt sitting over there, unstoppable force. You got Chris Jones still unstoppable force. He's loaded over on defense. Fred Warner running out the door, jumping out the door. At middle linebacker, is this the best linebacker we've saw in our league this year? I know Boone ain't beat to get that title out, but I think he is. He is.
Well, you gotta think about it, man. I ain't really been grooming the linebacker like that, man. I've been looking at other places, man. You already know. But yeah, man, I think you gotta get it to him right now.
This is the most active linebacker in the league right now, and I ain't just saying it because what I'm about to say, because I'm talking about my team, but I think outside of him being the best, I think the next best, honestly, in my opinion, is Voorhees. But this guy, and I say that because he set the mold. He got all of us that, you know, in our little circle moving our best player, best linebacker to the middle linebacker right now, and we following the trend of Ray Lewis II right now. It's just that simple. This guy is putting people to sleep though. Seriously. So I like it. I mean, you load it. You got a Ted Lockhart that you can groom at 90 speed, 93. Flying that linebacker, bro. That's like 94 hit power, 90 hit power. Like, we looking at dogs right now. Darren Lee stepped into the superstar round after a Pro Bowl season last year. Again, another almost 90 speed linebacker. You know what I'm saying? 85 hit power. Then you get to the secondary. Usually he plays with guys that, you know, they really not big names, but you put the shutdown X factor on Ward to start the league off with. Got him up to a 96, and then you go draft Sean Schlock down, 6'4", 213 out of Rutgers, 86 overall, 92 speed, 93 acceleration. I really don't see nobody else out here that scare me. Champ Bailey's pretty solid from Oregon. And you got these rookies in the 80s already, so that's good. But are we looking at a real scary corner right now in this Sean Lockdown guy? 213, bro. It ain't just the speed, bro. He got the tackling and everything to go along with it. 92 speed, 93 acceleration, 95 jumping, bro. Like, block shed 71, hit power 70, strength 73, tackling 72. So you ain't just gonna turn the corner on him. He will put his helmet on you, and he's covering right now. I don't know what he's doing stat wise right now. Only on star though. Got to get that 4 INTs already as a rookie. That's big, bro. 7 games, he already got 4 picks. That's huge.
4 picks and 7 deflections.
7 deflections. And then you get to the safety. Sean Teller moved over from strong to free. And then you still got Juan Thornhill over here. All right, so right now, I gotta say this is a scary roster for a coach that can put it together and know what he's doing right now. I'm not willing to give him, is this the best roster in the AFC? I mean, I guess we gotta look through the other teams before we say it though. But right now, this is a playoff Super Bowl looking roster right now. Next team up over here is the Broncos. I don't know how I went the wrong way. Let's get to these Broncos right now, man. Some may say, Boone, I'm going to put you on blast right now, but some may say the Broncos got one of the scariest rosters in the league and that this coach is head over his heels right now. Some may say the Broncos is underachieving with this roster and that the coach got to go. Don't keep your mouth shut. Talk about it, Booney.
Okay, I want to go to the roster.
So Drew Lock steps into the Ram of 90 overall right now. Got the bazooka on him, and he has the Tom Brady effect over here. All right, so Lofton Deadeye. He got long range Deadeye. He got the Homer, and now he got the Hot Route Master over here, and he still has a trait that's not unlocked yet with the bazooka arm right now. So Drew Lock started off with having a bad year. He was, I don't know, I think he's stepping it up a little bit better, but he threw down there 12 picks and like 4 touchdowns to start the season off with. And I'm not sure how long he's gonna sit over here, but you got the Vic kid sitting down here looking a little chunky right now. Like we might got a chance to see this guy next year, but at quarterback, I think he's solid. Then at running back, you got Maurice Clarett Jr., 92 overall, coming into his 3rd season, 93 speed. This was the first 5'11", 233-pound back we saw with good speed, and he's developing from that superstar trait. Phillip Lindsay still holding shit down as a backup role. He can get you some things done. And then Amari Braxton on superstar, 220 pounds. So we got 2 big-ass backs over here. Like, this is a scary backfield right here. Boone, you seeing this shit?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now, man. And his roster, alright, man. It ain't nothing crazy, you know what I mean? You can definitely make it to the playoffs with the roster.
It's a playoff roster by far, bro. Like, it's definitely a playoff roster. Royce Freeman sitting at fullback. Buster Gaps drafted him. This is a good fullback as well. When you get to these receivers, so now you're starting to see the trend over here when it comes down to that West right now. I told you they like the Big 12 right now, Pac-12, whatever you want to call it. Sheldon Warwick over here, still one of the best receivers in the league. T.Y. Hilton said, "I'm not retiring yet. Found this is my 2nd team right now before I'm out of here." Deshaun Hamilton sitting on the Mall Street, but then he drafted Shaq Williamson and LeBron Jordan over here. 94 speed, 99 acceleration, 95 speed, 98 acceleration. Again, you see what I'm saying when it comes down to these receivers over here? They flying. It ain't a slow receiver in the fucking AFC West at all, bro.
When I look at these receivers, though, man, I look at the potential for him to be winning, but I don't think not saying that he can't build rookies, but he got 3 fucking X factors at receiver, 3 superstars at receiver, and he ain't even playing 2 of them.
I mean, is that winning pedigree? I mean, if you got Deshaun Hamilton on the Mall Street and T.Y. Hilton comes over, 3 X Factor receivers right now, and these 2 rookies that you want to build, what's your move? Like, I think if I'm in the big games, Hilton and Hamilton got to play.
Yep. If you want big games,
yeah, I think you got games you could pick and choose where when Williams and Jordan gonna get their due, but you can slow walk them because you could play these guys, but you could put them in positions like formations. Like if I'm DC hitter, Warwick is the guy, but Hilton can win you ball games just being a possession receiver for you. Deshaun Hamilton can be your other guy that can stretch the field at times, jump balls, right 20 yards in. He don't got to be 6'5" to do all that. He got the Mall Street, so 50 yards in is a problem to have with him. And then these other guys, you can do anything, drag, slants, just get the ball in their hands and let them be special. They both should be at kick returner. One of them should be at punt returner. You know what I'm saying? Like you can develop them without having them being on the field. But if you try and win now and to be able to stop getting beat by the Chiefs 61-7 and shit like that, you got to put your dogs on the field. And T.Y. Hilton is over here for a reason. This guy got to make some plays for you. Your running game is beast over there. And because here's the thing, the tight end Noah Fant, one of the best in the league. But then when you get to this line, I know they only 1 year in and they not that old, but look what we dealing with. Jermichael Orr, 84 overall, 99 strength, superstar. Left guard, Dalton Rising, 90 strength on star. But then you got this kid right here developing. Oh, he's a bum. We don't know who that is. But Hudson Hawk, superstar center, 97. Still got Patrick Morris, who's a 97 strength center. That's 2 superstars on your line right now. Now you get to LaKendrick Jackson, who's a superstar with 97 strength, 84 overall. You get what I'm saying right now? And then you get the huge house who's a superstar. So now your entire line is a superstar line right now, and you got backups that you can still develop and pick and plug and play. And you got two backs, one 233 pounds, one 220 pounds. They both got 94 speed and above. Right now, you should be butt balling like your fucking DM say. You should be butt balling, taking shots to Warwick all game long, and letting motherfucking T.Y. Hill and the other bull possession catches. Then you put them other guys in and let them jet sweeps and shit like that. This offense can really be dangerous if this coach start using the potential of what he got on his team. Because this line is moving anybody with all that strength. And the run game, not saying that they ready for to let his quarterback drop back and not get touched all game long, but in the run game they should be able to move people with no problem over here.
But let's be clear though, man. We see in the chat with us all the time. You go back, you look at this line, he had a lot of 1 year players, rookies and all shit.
Yep.
There's no way that they shouldn't be 89, 90 overall right now.
The development stage, well, you literally gotta work on them all year. Like, you should be doing nothing but lineman shit all year for them to build them. Yeah, because my lineman, I got linemen that I'm working on. They getting redshirted right now, and my linemen in the league right now are already 84s. You know what I'm saying? Like, they came in 70 something, now they 80 already. You know what I'm saying? So you right. I agree with you on that. But again, this offense can go many different ways. Like, he has. If I'm a coach, I'm an offensive coordinator with these weapons right here. And that line right now, my scheme, I'm telling you right now, I'm not losing more than 3 to 4 games a season right now. And 3 of those games is just because you got some guys that's really good in the AFC. I'm not losing more than 4 games with this roster right here, because you can do whatever you want. You should almost be how we think of Falk, where you can't really game plan for him because you never know what you're going to get out of him. This is the type of team he has. He built it almost in the same mode as the Chiefs, but I think the line is going to be better. So, and the running backs are better. So why not get these boys the ball? You don't need running backs going 60 yards every time they touch the ball. You need guys that can average 5 yards a carry, 4 yards a carry, and you just hammer away at people, and you just throw them jump balls up to to Warwick, number 9, and you try Deshaun Hamilton here and there. You let T.Y. Hilton be your receiver to catch all the little shit you need him to catch, and these other 2 speedy receivers just come in and play and get things going. You can do anything with this offense, but you should be running the ball 30 times a game, bro. Nobody should be able to put 61 points up on you if you ain't dropping back and not using the offense the way you got it. You built this line to be able to move people, and you got 2 dogs in the backfield. Get them boys the fucking football. Do you think that he's not doing it? I mean, he changed his name to Butt Ball Broncos. Do you think he's not doing it because it's he playing butt ball? It ain't butt ball to me when you playing your scheme right, bro. Run them fucking running backs right now, like. I think if he listening and he did his shit.
Right this second. He did go through the draft, so sometimes it does take a year or 2.
Yeah, it's of course.
Some of those players should be a little bit higher, but I think he was having some little few issues with Locke, so I just think give him a year.
Yeah, but Locke can't have these issues if Locke handing the ball off and throwing when he has to right now. Like, you got a fucking receiver that you guaranteed to score a touchdown with every other catch with. Put him in those situations. I know you, but right. see, hit to develop that receiver to better do everything now. Like, he do be running in routes with him, drags, routes, slants. He got all types of routes he can run with this guy. He can run the whole route tree. I'm just saying, you got 2 dogs in the backfield and the strongest line I've seen in a while up front right now. I know they still developing. I know they still young, but I know they can push people out the way, bro. They are strong over here, bro. Like, they strong over here. There's no way you shouldn't be you shouldn't be hammering away. And the reason why I say that, hold on, let me make sure Mom dude's good real fast. What up, Mom?
Cool down.
All right, here I come. All right, so real fast to finish up, the reason why I say he can do that, because when you come down to it, right, you can play like a control place, like a smash mouth football game over here, right? Because when you turn around and look at this defense, it's the best front 7 I can guarantee you in our league. Brian B.G. Gonzalez. Look at this guy, man. Superstar. Right end, superstar. Elvis Dumerville Jr. D tackle, superstar. Got another guy developing over here, right? Left outside linebacker, Hollis, superstar. He ain't even a guy. Mayweather is a monster over here, all right? You got Kevin Hightower, little backup at middle linebacker, Dante Vaughn, superstar. At middle linebacker, Patrick Willis Jr., superstar. You should get where I'm going at. Bradley Chubb, X Factor.
That's his other thing, like Boone was saying, like, we heard Patrick Willis' name, why is Willis only at 83 overall? Why some of these players, like, some of the players are second and third year players, why are they not?
Jaquan Pratt, shut down corner. I mean, you got Slim Pickens over here from the same class. Eli Apple still balling over here. You got some guys, Snoop Watson. I mean, he's loaded over here, bro. This Taylor Mays at safety, 81 overall superstar. I mean, you got Ed Sean Teller Reed over here, 88 speed, 91 acceleration. I mean, he's loaded. And Tyrann Matthews, superstar. Justin Simmons was just a Pro Bowl player year 2. So this team is loaded over here, man. Like, listen. I'm gonna cut this broadcast short. Gotta attend to my mom real fast, man. We're gonna get back and talk about the Chargers and the Raiders right now. But DC Hitters should be a playoff team this year, bro, and I expect to see that. Y'all feel the same?
They should be. Will it be?
Will he be? All right, fellas. That's our show. We'll be back in a few. Holla at me when you holla at me. I need to see who typed in real fast. Hello?
From the back.
Front. I'm coming down front.
Alright, come on here.
Alright. Yeah, can you I ain't gonna take the broadcast down. I wanna see who all Do you need me to still be on my broadcast for you to see it? Alright. Do you need me to be on my broadcast to see it? Can I turn my broadcast off? Alright.